Matt, there's not many times that we've come to Cougar Park and gone away with a victory, and that must have been a really pleasing victory given the state we are in the middle 8's now.
Yeah, we were a little bit busted up during that game, but I think the fact that we've sort of manufactured a situation where we can win. You know, we've had people busted up all over the place. I think we've showed the will and the desire to get in there and win that game, and I think, you know, that's the performance, the second half especially, that we've threatened a few times. You know, threatening them, we've weakened and fallen away, haven't we? And you know, it's good to see that they have got it in them. That I haven't been kidding myself all this time. That it is there in them. And yeah, there'll be a lot of teams come here and lose. You know, and to keep a Keighley team scoreless down the hill here, it's tough. It takes some doing, and to do that with the man in the sin bin for what seemed like an absolute eternity. It's really tough. So I'm really pleased.
It must have been quite frustrating in that first 20 minutes because you crossed the line 5 times and only scored once.
Yeah.
And it must have felt a bit like that when Keighley started to come back then, that it was deja vu again, that we looked as though we were threatening, could have got a bag full of points but only had 6 points on the board and could have been pegged back.
Yeah, it's those same old demons start to just nag away in the back of your head, don't they? And, you know, but for a little bit better execution, you know, on 2 or 3 occasions, I think, as you say, we'd have been probably out of sight after half an hour, maybe 30 points up. But the satisfying part of that is that we were creating the opportunities. So we were confident that if we carried on creating the opportunities, that at some point we'd get enough points to win the game. I saw it potentially being a higher scoring game than it actually was, and ultimately it was our defensive refusal to be beaten, I think, that won us the game. You know, 5 or 6 times there, defending on our own line, just putting our bodies in positions that you know you shouldn't really do, but that's what it took, and we did everything that it took to win the game.
And certainly, again, just before half-time, Keighley struck and just took the scoreline back to 12-4, and it's just, again, just before half-time, them coming down the hill in the second half, you just start to think, yeah, is it going to be your day?
You do, and you wonder, don't you? But every set that we chalked off in that second half, the belief grew in our players, and you could see it draining away from the Keighley players, culminating, you know, 2 or 3 crash balls where Charlie Mark's come to the ball, and Jake Normanton's hit him, and Danny Williams has just come out and hit him, and you can see the confidence ebbing away from Keighley, and you could see our blokes growing as well, you know, believing that, well, you can't break us, you can't score, you won't score this half, you know. And I thought our middles, you know, Jack Coventry, Lewis Reid, Matt Carbett, Mickey Ellie, I thought they were absolutely massive today. Jack Coventry in particular, I thought were absolutely outstanding. Must have played 55 minutes or so, maybe more out there. Just did an absolutely fantastic job. And as I say, it was supported well by the other boys as well.
And it must have been frustrating for Keighley when they had a man up and really didn't really threaten the line. Then maybe they got over a couple of times. The bodies were underneath there and stopping them from getting the ball down.
That again shows where we were at, because I think in previous weeks we might have conceded a try, we might have folded. But as I say, we looked comfortable. We didn't look to be scrambling all over the place. Even when there looked to be numbers and we looked to be struggling, you know, somebody would just come up with a defensive play, a good decision, and they'd solve it. And any little bits and bats that Keith did get, there was always somebody there to clean them up. So really pleased with especially our defensive performance.
Would you think that's probably the best 18 minutes performance this season?
Yeah, I think so. It wasn't perfect. By a long chalk. I think, you know, offensively, I thought we were a little bit ropey, we were a little bit scratchy. But if you concede 8 points in every game you play, you're going to win more than you're going to lose. So that's the pleasing thing. If we can keep teams to 8 points, we give ourselves a massive shot of winning every game.
Okay, well, it's a really good victory. Disappointing crowd for almost a local derby today, but you come away with the 2 points, and let's hope you can do that on Friday night against Doncaster.
Our supporters seemed happy though, didn't they? Even though they weren't many, they all seemed nice and happy after the game. So yeah, let's hope everybody's down on Friday, and, you know, we can create a good atmosphere down at South Leeds and chalk another one off all being well.
Okay, thanks very much.
Cheers.